All right. We got audio working. Test, test. 1, 2, 1, 2. We good? Uh, 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 uh. 1, 2, 1, 2. We good? Okay. Yep. So, as you can see here, we have got a tier list of
A
okay. Yep.
lot. Jesus, a lot.
So,
Of Pokemon.
the idea here is we're gonna be ranking our Pokemon on how edible they are. Now, don't ask me what made me think of it because I don't remember. I think it was it's a Pokemon stream. It was a Nuzlocke stream, but I thought it'd be a funny idea to consider. Like, okay, Pokemon World, what do they eat? Right? We always talk about the Miltanks and stuff. Thank you, Uchiha Phoenix, for letting me know I could get AI viewers. Very exciting. Okay, S tier. What is S tier gonna be? I would say S tier has to be like this is a delicacy, right? Like you're gonna pay the big bucks if it was in the real world and we had access to like regular food, like what we would normally eat in life, and like we had this Pokemon to eat if it was possible, we would want it, right? A. Let's go with like you're gonna be pretty happy to see this. This is gonna be like a staple, right? Staple. You're gonna come back to it. You're gonna like it. It's gonna be good. It's reliable. B is good meal. Good meal. You're happy about it. It's usually gonna be good. C is like if you got like the right sauce on it or something. I would say with some sauce, right? You can get it if you got like the right stuff to pair with. You can get through it. It's not the worst thing. D is going to be probably like D. F. I'll just be straight up. This is inedible, right? This is something like you cannot eat it or it will kill you if you eat it, right? Just straight up inedible. It's like that. Let's get that out the way. And here's the question with this. This is going to be gross. Just gross. D is like, let's say gross and hard to eat. All right. And then this is going to be just, just gross. Right. So then it's like, you could be E tier if you're also like difficult to eat. Like the actual like experience of eating it is a challenge. Okay. All right. How do I like these colors? I usually like to actually swap these where the blue is the best. Let's see if we can do that. Yeah. And then green. Yeah. And then B is like a light green. C is fine. D is orange. E is like this. Yeah, that's much better. There we go. Okay. Okay. So let's start out with it. Where are we putting? You know what? I should make another one. Add a row below. This is. Maybe, oh wait, no. You're red, and the one below you is going to be. What's on the menu? That's what we're talking about. What's on the menu? And this one will be black. Nope, that's hard to read though. Stupid. White. There we go. What's on the menu? Bulbasaur. Okay. I'm actually thinking we probably need to zoom in a little bit. That would serve everyone better. And then can I crop this ad out the way? Maybe? There we go. That's better. Get maximum screen. There we go. Okay. Okay, so what's on the menu? We got this little Bulbasaur. All right. Bulbasaur, it's planty. All right, so it's already got that going for it. It comes with like a bulb, right? You could probably peel that. You could cut that off, and then that it's like an onion, probably. And then like the meat itself, I don't know, maybe it's like later evolutions. It looks a little bit like a frog, so maybe it's like frog legs. I think this is gonna be a good meal. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe even staple, but I'm gonna say a good meal, straight up. Ivysaur. The flower has bloomed partially. You have like a more mature, a lot more meat on the bones. I'd say this is probably another good meal. I don't know if the flower would taste better, like it's better ripe, so maybe it's like that. Um, you have to get rid of like the leafy fronds, like that's not really tasty or anything. I'm not sure why I always have three versions of this thing, but I'm gonna assume. Hmm. I'm just gonna stick with Ivysaur. This like might be like Gigantamax or something. With just Ivysaur, hmm. You get the full like tree and flowers bloomed and everything. A lot more meat. It kind of seems like at this point it might be very hard. You know what I mean? Now that it's like it's grown up, it's like the difference between like eating lamb, like baby lamb, versus like a fucking sheep, like mutton. Um, I would say this is probably with some sauce. It could be good. I'm not sure on how like I think the maturity of the Ivysaur doesn't help the taste in this case. Maybe the flower gets better, but it kind of looks like a tree, so I'd be less inclined to eat it. I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at here. Oh, that's the Gigantamax. I'm not gonna even. I don't know how you even eat this. I'm gonna say that's an edible. And then this one. Hmm. What are we doing here? Probably the same place. Okay, Charmander, our little lizard. It's got scales. Um, I just don't think it's gonna be that good, to be honest. I think it's gonna be like the meat's gonna be really like lean. It's gonna be dried up. This does have the bonus that you get to heat it up with its own tail, right? That could be a fun like way to eat it. It'd be like more of an experience, right? Like a fondue type of situation. Kind of interesting. I'd say overall, maybe with some sauce. Maybe you could eat with some sauce. Um, Charmeleon. I think it's just getting worse from here. I think it's getting more hardened. It's like more plush. Like it's not as plush as Charmander. Like it's the same issues that Charmander has, but just worse. And then Charizard. I don't know if you're gonna be able to like. It's probably just gross. Probably just gross. These are the same thing. Just because there's so many Pokemon, I'm actually not going to be rating like all these like variations on the megas unless it like there's an interesting conversation to be had here. But I think both of these it's fairly equivalent other than the allure of saying that I ate a mega Charizard or like a Charizard X, a Charizard Y. I don't think you're going to be caring. Squirtle. Squirtle's an interesting because you've got the shell, so it's in the way. It might be annoying. It might be a restriction, but you got like turtle soup, right? Well, you like boil it alive. It's like a lobster. You like crack it open, maybe. I think it could be a good meal. I think it has a high chance of being a good meal. Uh, War turtle. Maybe a little bit more meat on the bones is actually a little better. Comparing it between like the flowers and like boiled soup, I think I would take these. No, the leafy green plus the potential for I would take the Ivysaur and the Bulbasaur for sure. Blastoise, I think at this point it's the same deal with the uh, Charizard. It's grown now, and like the Ivysaur before, where it's like so like durable. Its scales are so tough that it's too much. 1 second. Okay, and so yeah, it's overall this is probably just gross. Well, in this case, it's kind of hard because it's like the reason why it's gross is because it's hard to eat, but it's not. Mm, what if what if we change this to like mm, I don't have too many tiers because what I would like is like this is just disgusting versus this is hard to eat, and then it's like a tier below that is like the hard to eat gross, right? Um, I'll leave it. I'll leave it. Oh, what if it's gross or hard to eat? There you go. Then it's like, yeah, if it's hard to eat and it's gross, it's here. But if it's one of the two, then it's here. Okay. Okay. Caterpie, it's just a bug. I think it's just gross. Metapod, even worse, and it's hard to eat. Butterfree is a butterfly. It's just gross. I don't know why there's two. This must be like some variant. It looks the same though. I don't know. Okay, don't need this. This is like mega. Caterpie, same thing. Same thing as the other one. Beedrill's a fucking bee. And it's also hard to eat because of the stingers. Pidgey is a bird. Tis a bird. And it'd be like equivalent to like pigeon. So it's probably good with some sauce. Maybe even just a good meal. It's probably just a straight up just a good meal. A little bit more meat on the bones, probably around the same place. I would actually say that this is probably better than our, because this is more equivalent to like chicken, right? Or pigeon, or like quail or something, right? I would say all these are just like pretty good. Could even be a staple. No, I'm not gonna bring up that high. I think there's better things on the list. Rat, just eating rat. You know, with some sauce, it's probably good. Um, dark ratatata. Would I think dark ratatata? It's probably like grimier. I'm gonna say that's actually probably gross. Raticate. A lot chunkier, a lot more meat. Probably better than Charmander. I like Charmander for like that what we were talking about with the fondue, where it's like an experience to eat. So I'm gonna bring that up a little higher. Dark Raticate though, Dark Raticate is going below because I imagine he gets into some even grosser shit. Sparrow, I think this is around the. I would put it worse than. I feel like the more meat's actually better for these, so I'm gonna put like the evolutions of like the Pidgeys further along, and then this seems worse than like. Right, I don't know. It's like something about like the vulture body that makes me think it's like actually hard to get. Like I might actually put this in with some with some sauce. It just does not seem appetizing. I don't know if it's like the crane neck or what it is, but I'm not feeling it. Um, Snake. All right, we got Ekans. And Ekans. What would Snake be? Snake would either be like a good meal or with some sauce. It is venomous, but is it poisonous? Hmm. I would say there's probably a fine way to prepare it. I'm gonna say it's probably a good meal, bottom of good meal. And Arbok, same thing, same situation. I think the hood of the makes it a little bit harder to cut up. Maybe you get less meat, so it's worse than Ekans. Uh, Pikachu. What would I put Pikachu? Really, a rotund fella. Got a little, a fair amount of like pudge to it. Probably some good muscle. Very small. So, with all that in mind, it's probably around the same way as a Rattata, but I don't feel like a Pikachu has the same like. I bet it would be like a good meal because like the issue with like Rattata, Eradicate, like they just feel they are like so they like the epitome of rats. It's like that with that comes like the sort of like ooh I don't know that I want to be eating rat and it's probably gotten into some stuff got like trash or in the weeds and stuff versus Pikachu it's so much more cuter, right? It's like you don't have the same stigma towards it, so it's probably a little bit better, probably a little bit of a better meal. We got Raichu. Uh, maybe like a little bit more muscle. It's like leaner. Maybe top of with some sauce. I don't a low end Raichu. I don't feel like this is really a different art. He's been sunbaked. He's been sunbaked. Does that add some flavoring? His like tanned skin, maybe. He's floaty. Maybe he's a little puffier. I think that like he seems like a little bit more. Maybe the sun-baked is good. I don't know. I'm a little lost on that one. It looks bigger. More meat. This just seems hard to eat. Armadillo, you don't get a lot of meat from it. Is it on bottom of hard to eat though? It's got to be better than the bugs, right? This is literal thorns. This is ice. I think that could be actually a little bit better. It's like chilled meat, maybe? It's like always like a deli. Oh. Thorns when you're trying to eat it. But it's like it's gonna be prepared in a way that you remove the thorn, so it's probably just more meat. But is it like tougher because it's like battle hardened? Probably. I'm gonna say the same thing with these two. Uh, Nidorina? Isn't this thing's like venomous, not necessarily poisonous? It's like a rabbit, kind of. Hmm. Rabbit would just be a good meal, straight up. I'm gonna put lower. Hmm. I'm just worried about the venom, if that's a concern. I'll put rabbit up. That feels like a good spot. Because like this has like some unique things about it, which make it pretty interesting. And I don't think rabbit is as standard and like well accepted as like a good thing to eat as like bird is. I'm gonna keep it there. And then so at this point it's like now it's like spiky and like it's more like rock almost like it's got like yeah, I think it starts to get worse. I think it's like with sauce maybe. Like lower too than these. Yeah. And then for sure this one has to be like bottom of with some sauce. Or maybe even just hard to eat. It's probably pretty hard to eat. Yeah, that feels right. Before Charizard, because it's like it's not as big a deal as eating a Charizard, so you're not as interested in it. That's probably fine. And then I'm gonna just like basically mirror all these. Oh, this looks like less appetizing. It looks like even more spiky. So I'll put it below that. And then this guy again looks worse to eat. Got a giant trihorn. There you go. That's better. Okay. Clefairy. Clefairy, Clefairy, Clefairy. What are we doing with you? It looks like it's just made of fat. Like it's nothing but just like puff. I'm not sure that this would be great. I'm gonna put them in. I think it'd just be like a really fatty meal. I'm gonna say gross or hard to eat because I don't know. Maybe with some sauce you could be fine. I don't know. I almost imagine it like you don't eat it by itself. Like it's served with something. This is just bigger, right? A little bit harder to eat. I don't. This looks like something I don't know. I don't know what this is, and I'm sorry. Gigantamax is what I'm assuming. Oh, we also said we weren't doing Gigantamax. Let me move that out the way. Okay, Vulpix. Vulpix. This looks like it'd be pretty good, right? It's like it's got a fair. It's like a fox. People eat fox. Probably less people. I think that's fine. Maybe above. Maybe a little bit more meat than Pikachu would. Icy Vulpix. I think it's the same situation. Maybe I was thinking about with like the Sandshrew is better than the regular Sandshrew, like the Snowshrew, because it's like a deli meat, like it's like chilled. But like and then versus this one has like a chance to get like dirt in your food. But I think for this one it's like without the dirt in your food, I think you would maybe prefer it like properly cooked. I don't know that you would want like fox meat chilled. I don't maybe. Uh Ninetales? No, it's like a wolf, more of a wolf situation. And then the variant. Mm, this actually probably isn't bad. I don't feel like this one gets harder to eat as it's when it evolves. I feel like it's you just get more of the thing. Uh I'm gonna this is like feels the same as Clefairy. I'm just gonna put Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff on the same area. There's like this just feels like they're just nothing but like lard. A bat, like Zubat and Golbat. Where would these go? Probably with some sauce. And like kind of the same places like we put the Raticates because it's kind of like ew, you're eating a bat, like you're eating a rat. You know what I mean? It's the same idea. And would I put Zubat or Golbat? Golbat's got this like giant mouth, so it's like it's basically the same size actually. It just has a bigger mouth. I don't know. That was a pretty up in the air for me. Oddish. I was just putting it into a salad, right? It's probably just a good meal straight up. Around like the same thing with our boy Bulbasaur. This, on the other hand, I this is probably gross and hardy because of the venom and poison. This probably wouldn't be that bad though. With some sauce maybe. Crab and you get mushrooms? This I actually might be a staple. This one I don't know that because like now the mushroom's fully taken over. It's harder to get to the crab. Maybe that's I don't know. I think this is better. This might actually be a delicacy, right? You get the crab and you get like it has a built-in like side, like a gourmet or gourmand. Like this is I think this is actually some really good shit. Venonat. I'm gonna say gross and hard to eat. It's like the worst stuff of a bug, and it's like probably poisonous. A moth. Yeah, I don't. Venomoth, I think maybe. Diglett. I'll be honest. I don't. These kind of feel like they're made of rock. Like they burrow through and they're made of rock. I'd say these feel like unedible. Same with this. Maybe they're fleshy, but even if they are, I don't know that I'd be interested. Meowth, just eating straight up cat. Yeah, with some sauce, it might be fine. Probably around like the Firo. Hmm. Uh, we got Gay Meowth. No, it's the same thing. It's just, and then we got the British mouth. Probably the worst because it's like steel. Probably hard to eat. Persian, a little bit more meat, so I put these like variants higher. Does Galar and Mouth not have a evolution? It's kind of interesting. Psyduck. Hmm. He does seem like very fatty, but at the same time, it's like he's a duck, so like does he, or like a platypus even? Is platypus good? I don't know. I could kind of see it. I feel like he could be a good meal. Around Pikachu level, maybe? Golduck, though, this seems like gonna be like where like Raichu and Pikachu like have that like difference of like, oh, well, now it's like a little bit tougher because he's like stronger. Where are we putting Mankey and Prime Ape? Where would we put them? So it's they're gonna be really muscly. And like the center, yeah, I don't think this is gonna be good. Like maybe with some sauce you could I'm gonna put a little higher than these. With some sauce you might be able to make it work. But I just feel like it's gonna be nothing but muscle. It's gonna be like a really tense, like very, what's the word I'm looking for here? Not chewy, rich maybe. It's gonna be rough to get through. That's for sure. As you're just chewing and chewing and chewing. Growlithe? Variant of Growlithe? Forgot Arcanine and variant Arcanine. What do we got going on here? This feels like Vulpix. This is like feeling like Vulpix, but I feel like it's got a little bit more meat on the bone than Vulpix. Like there's more to it. Put these here. And then the variants on the other side. Yeah, that feels right. Because the variants have so much more meat. Might actually be good to like when you get through it. Tadpoles, Poliwag, Poliwrath. I didn't realize how many of these Pokemon are just like big circle people. You know, you got fucking Clefable, you got Jigglypuff, Poliwhirl, Poliwag, um, Venonat, Oddish, Psyduck's body. Yeah, Mankey. Just like I'm a sphere. You got a problem with it? Take it up. Okay. Where did I put these guys though? I feel like they're gonna fuck shit up. They got like some serious muscle on them. Kind of put them where Mankey was, but like they're also gonna be like, what if you like boil them? What if you boil the tadpole? Well, I wonder if that is actually probably a staple. Boiled tadpoles. These guys though, it's too much. You can't do anything with it. I would say it's hard to eat them because they're probably also like, mm, they feel like manky. I'm gonna put them with some sauce. Maybe you could get through it. No, there's no way they're better than like Raticate and Ratatat though. Where do they go? What the? I mean, are they frog? I mean, if they're frogs, maybe we could. They basically are, but it's like nothing about how they present themselves makes me feel like they would really come out well in a meal. Like they just feel like they're like built, like they're like they're nothing but like muscle, but also like there's like a full of water too. It's like this is where this is where I'm putting them. That's what my heart's telling me, and I'm gonna stick with that. If you have other thoughts, please share them, because I'm that's a difficult one. Sound off in the chat in the comments. Abra, I love Abra and Abracadabra and Alakazam. What is going on with this guy though? Very humanoid. Um, what I will say though is he's not very physical, right? Like, so you don't have to worry about him like getting built and like really strong and like then his meat becomes like super muscly, right? You don't have that issue. That is something. So I'm thinking Abra is probably pretty good. And what if, hear me out now. We haven't mentioned this for any of the Pokemon really, but like what if oh, maybe it's yeah, what if it's like when you eat its meat, you get like its memories because it's psychic. And it's like it you feel like the psychic hardship of like its anguish when it was dying. What if that's a thing? What if it's like actually like terrible because of that? Hmm. It's also like I think with some sauce you could get through it, but I don't really feel like it does not seem super appetizing to me. It's really like bony legs. The tail might be good, I'm not gonna lie. What if it's like a you eat its brain? What if its brain is really juicy? Right? It's like pig brains, but you eat what if you eat and because it's like a psychic, right? Because it's like a genius. I could either put it like here for like like the body, or I could maybe believe that you eat like if you eat like a it's like a delicacy. You eat its brain, and it's only the Alakazam that's a delicacy because of how much psychic prowess it has. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm going with. Huh. Machop, Machamp, and Machoke. No, Machop, Machoke, Machamp. Um, I think these are just gonna be bad. It's nothing but muscle, and it's like eating a human. I'm putting them low. I love them, but they're just not meant to be eaten. Bellsprout, Victory Bell. Okay. Vileplume. Is that no? That's not Vile Plume. Bell Sprout. It's probably a good garnish. Probably a good meal. Around like oddish. I could see this being cooked up. This one I'm having a little bit harder time. Kind of like the Ivysaur situation. It's like I think it's gotten big enough to where it's like, I don't know how you really use this anymore. I'm gonna put Ivysaur ahead though, because you can probably just harvest like the flower itself. Okay. Tentacruel. I think this is gonna be pretty bad. Hard to eat because it's like it's venomous. It's gonna be very challenging, and it's like just a jellyfish. It's got nothing going on in the center, and then it's just the tentacles. I think it's really bad. I wonder if these actually go ahead though, because that's just a bug, but it's venomous bug. Ugh. It's so hard to like move these around, but it's like, hmm. Because at least with these, it's like I'm eating like meat at the end of the day. Yeah, actually, more meat, but probably tougher meat. Very little meat and tough meat. No, it's super tough. Like you can barely chew through it. It's so much. That's the reasoning behind those. That's a rock. That's an ice rock. That's a rock. That's a rock. That's a rock. That's a rock. Okay, easy. Horse. Horse that's already like burning itself. I'd say this is probably a staple. Rapidash? Staple. You know what? No, I have Pidgeotto at good meal versus staple. I'm gonna bring it down. There we go. A little lower than. There we go. That feels right. That feels right. And then like fairy. Oh, I bet this is probably actually a delicacy. A unicorn foal. Come on, gotta be up there. Strange. How close am I to being? Okay, I gotta take a break for a second. I will be back though. Okay. Should be good. Thanks for your patience. All right. So, hmm, slow bro. I'm gonna say that you are a delicacy. I mean, maybe not a delicacy. I bet the shell itself, like you taking that off, is actually really good. Or like eating the tail with the shell still connected is really good. Slowbro himself, though, probably just a good meal. Maybe he's fatty. You need some sauce. This is where. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling. Huh. What else do we have? I think these are poison variations. I mean, it's just. Why would you be eating this? You'd have to like eat in the right spot. Maybe better than these though. Yeah. This is inedible. These are inedible. This is actually probably really good. It's staple. I'm gonna say a Farfetch is a staple. It comes with its own like gourmet side. This is probably it's the you chop that up. It's probably good. Yeah. Um, what would I be doing with these? This does not seem. I don't know about this. It's kind of remind me like the Firo thing. But it's like, I don't know how much you're getting out of the central body of this thing. Like, uh, uh, one second. Okay, sorry again. So I'm blowing up my phone. All these hoes in different area codes. You know how it is. Okay. The seal. This is probably really good. I'd say this is a staple. Same with dugong. Serve it right. I'm a little worried about the fattiness. That's why I'm putting this one a little bit lower. Um, this is just inevitable. Like this is just like poison, tar, and slime. Like what are we talking about? This might be good, but it's probably hard to eat. I can either see it being a delicacy or being gross and hard to eat. That's a ghost. You can't eat ghosts. We all know this. That's a rock. That's a pedophile. No, wait, where's the pedophile? Oh, it's like Gen 3. I won't be able to see it. Um, some sauce. You could probably make these guys work. This one though seems kind of muscly. Feels like I'm a chop almost. Oh, this is great. Put this in staple. Just crab, right? Yeah. You can't eat that. You can't eat that. I think these are like the wood variations. Maybe you can eat the wood variations. I'm gonna say it's gross and hard to eat though. Maybe it's just hard. It's just wood. It's just wood. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just wood. Come on. Let's see. Eggs? I feel like they're rotten eggs. Can I be real? I feel like they're rotten eggs. This one though is probably a good meal. Like you take off the head palms. That's probably good. Same thing with this. What else we got? Cubone? I don't know about that, Chief. Evil Cubone? I've never seen. What is this guy? I don't know where to put him, so I'm not gonna put him anywhere. These guys I'm already having an issue with. Uh, like maybe like where the Sandshrew was? Kind of feels like that same idea. Like it seems like a hard body. You don't have to deal with the dirt though, but you have to deal with like animal remains potentially. I don't know. Okay. Put these with the Hitmon chops, or sorry, put the Hitmons with the chops. Just seems like a similar thing going on there. Lickitung? It's probably incredibly fatty. Probably like really hard to like get through it because it's just lard. What else we got? Oh, what if the tongue though? What if you're eating the tongue? What if that is like a good meal? I'm gonna say the tongue is a good meal. You can't eat this. You can't eat that. Just to let you know, this isn't ranking of how inedible it is. These are just like inedible. They're not like you can't put them on the list. Uh, I mean, maybe you take the shell off. I'm gonna say it's hard to eat. This guy's probably fine though. Still hard to eat. I don't even. Comes with the egg. Ooh, what if the egg is a delicacy? You eat the egg that it's holding? That's probably some good shit. This is gross and hard to eat. Seahorse? Oh no, that's not next. Oh, I don't know. Maybe, oh, the baby's probably a delicacy. Yeah, eat the baby. What are we doing here? Cedra, Kingdra. I feel like they have like a coral body, so it's not really edible. They don't feel like it doesn't feel like it feels like they're made of like hard like coral. I'm gonna say inedible. Sound off if you wanted to eat them though, if you feel like they're good. Um, it's just fish. It's probably a decent meal. I'll put this one above it though. That's a star, man. That's a human. You probably eat it's like buttons and stuff. Probably with some sauce you can get through it. Scizor. Jinx, Electabuzz, Magmar, Pinsir. These are bugs. So gross and hard to eat because they got a hard body. Same with this one. Um, just kind of a dude. Just kind of a I don't like the person ones are like around here also. Elemental person. It's like more like a lizard. Maybe it's like Charmeleon kind of thing. Um, Tauros. That's probably good. Look at that. It's probably a staple actually, like a bison burger type stuff. It's probably good. Magikarp with where's the yeah, that's a good right. Gyarados. This could be a probably a staple. Like some serious meat on it. Be good. And then Lapras. Oh, I bet Lapras is good. Let's say Lapras. There we go. That's probably right. Okay. This is just slime, man. Eevee, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon. Then where would we put these? I could see the tail of this thing being pretty good, but aside from that, probably not. Maybe a good meal. Jolteon, I don't know. With some sauce potentially. Same with Flareon and Eevee. I mean, maybe this is more like a Vulpix though. Maybe it's up here. And this actually goes higher because of the tail thing we were talking about. Yeah, that's fine with me. I can't eat that. This is... Hmm. Um, kind of reminds me of like a Gyarados thing. I wouldn't eat this. This seems like it'd be probably same with like Charizard. Probably that area. It's probably pretty good though. Same with this. Kind of reminds like Ekans in a sense. Okay. What else do we have here? I think these are actually going to be pretty good. Not this guy. This guy is just can't. They're not good. Nah. But this is probably like oyster. These are probably like maybe they're just staples. It's probably hard to eat with like the way that it seems like a lot more. It's got like the beak and everything. It's probably hard to eat. There we go. Okay. Um. Okay. Snorlax. It's gonna be nothing but fat. It's gonna be hard to eat. Probably pretty gross too. Let me put it with all the fatties up here, actually. Okay. No. Zapdos, Moltres, Mewtwo, Mew, and that's Gen 1. Okay. Big Dragon goes with the other big dragons. Articuno is probably a better bird than Pidgeotto. Moltres and Zapdos. Oh, lagging. It seems it's got like less on it. This kind of feels like a Pharaoh. Same with Zapdos. Just better because it's like, oh, I ate a legendary bird versus like it's actually good. Okay, well, that's my Gen 1 ranking of how edible I feel Pokemon are. I'm happy with the delicacies. I like this a lot. The staples I think are pretty good too. Good meal, I think it's fairly accurate. With some sauce, most of these make sense. Some of these I maybe would have. I'm a little iffy on some of them. Like this one, the Dotrio and Doduo. Golbat. Hard to say without mechanically knowing like what it would look like preparing these Pokemon. Gross or hard to eat. Yeah, other than like Poliwhirl, like that sort of stuff. I'd say I'm pretty happy with this. Same with like this, and definitely happy with the inedible. Mewtwo and Mew. I mean, Mew is like the epitome of like a delicacy. Mewtwo though, it's like with the other like people, probably not great. Yeah, yeah, we're good. That is the list. All right, amazing. All right, well, short stream today. I have other plans. I was thinking about getting into something else, but I realized that took too long, especially with the interruptions and stuff. So that's all we got for today. Thank you for stopping by if you did. Um, if you're watching the recording of this, well, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, or hit the bell if you like the content, obviously. Don't waste your time if you don't. But if you do enjoy this or you enjoy some of the other stuff that I do, be sure to do those things that I mentioned, like ring the bell and hit subscribe. So, with all that said, have a great day, or rest of your night if that's more applicable to you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.